That was when we were coming back from Newark. The plane, the girl.
And it's so nasty. You hear it. It's wet.
Yes.
And like that's what if you're just like, I mean, even then, like cover your mouth. But I feel like especially when it's wet, you're grimy and disgusting. Cover your mouth.
And she when she was putting her baggage down, she hit me in the head with the baggage. And she was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." And I don't know if it was the braids in my hair, but I was like, and mind you, she was a big woman, right? Like she looked scary. But she was the one that was snotting up the place, so I was already annoyed because she was behind us. And so she was like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry." And I looked at her and I was like, and then she was like, "No, like I'm so sorry." And I was like, and I kept walking. And then it was funny because Alejandro was like he kept calling me Snoop Dogg because my my braids, right? I was like, "Stop, like you're bullying me, right? I thought they were cute and you're calling me Snoop Dogg." Oh, sorry, Snoop Dogg. And then he was like, "No, like whatever." He was like, "They're cute." And I was like, "No, but maybe I did feel like Snoop Dogg."
Well, it just reminded me of
I pretend I cannot see.
No,
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder. Yeah. It's like I kind of like big Stevie Wonder.
That's
me, the same bro. Energy, bro.
And I was like, "What? Try me." But okay. Hello, everybody.
Hi, everyone. My name is Shelcy.
I'm Angelica.
And together we're
two random girls.
So today we're gonna do a Reddit post. I made a word.
Yes, as we do.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first? Any takers?
You could go first.
Okay. So, am I the asshole for insulting my husband for what he said about our daughter's boyfriend? My daughter, 17 female, recently started dating this boy, 17 male. He is her first boyfriend ever. One of my biggest concerns when my daughter started dating is her getting mistreated, an obvious concern. However, after meeting her boyfriend at one of his baseball games, she met him through one of her friends in baseball. I realized this was not something I had to be seriously concerned about. He is genuinely one of the sweetest people I have ever met. Every time I see him interact with the coaches, his teammates, his opponents, my daughter, etc., it is always positive. He is just generally a very soft-spoken and kind individual, always positive and happy. I also say this with no ill intent, but he is fairly short and somewhat tubby, which is relevant to my husband's opinion. I obviously do not care about this, as he is a good person and quite literally treats my daughter well. When my husband met him earlier, however, he did not seem as happy. Once he had left, he told me that he doesn't think he was right for our daughter. He made comments about him not being man enough. I said that our daughter clearly loves him and he clearly loves our daughter, and that I'm happy she's with someone we know is going to treat her right. My husband said that he would rather her be with a real man, not some short little gay kid. I got a little mad at this and said, "What would you rather have him be then? Some big macho man that snaps at our daughter?" He responded by saying that would be better than some fat pansy. I told him he was just being an annoying dick to the kid for no reason other than he doesn't think he's man enough for some stupid arbitrary reason, and that he should be supporting our daughter. He said if you're fine with our daughter dating a fucking pansy, so be it, I guess. He stormed off, and I've been reflecting on it and think maybe what I said was uncalled for, as he has his own perspective on things as a dad, and I should not have started throwing around insults as that does nothing to fix the issue for our daughter and her boyfriend. I'll read a comment. So someone said, "So he would rather your daughter be married to a brute tough guy who treats her like shit than a short chubby kid who treats her well. So appearance is actually more important than character to your husband. Tell your husband you did some research and found out there is zero obligation for him to fuck your daughter's boyfriend, so he can actually shove his opinion up his own ass. Not the asshole, but pay attention to how he acts and what else he has these opinions on. He doesn't think like that in a vacuum. He's got to be an asshole in 4D.
I definitely agree. I was like, what the heck? What parent, especially a father, would rather his daughter be with somebody who's rude and like aggressive compared to a nice sweet man?
Yeah, it's giving like, I don't know what they are, but it's giving like it's Spanish in a way. I just feel like my dad personally, he's not like this, but I feel like a lot of Hispanic people are like, you need a man, like,
Mhm.
and like even moms like forgive men for hitting their daughters. Like I've seen that a lot, or like
Mm.
they're like, oh, like that's just what's done, Like I just feel like that's seen a lot in the community. Maybe not only Spanish people. I feel like it's all over around, like just trash people, like white trash. They be doing that. Like I
Yeah.
don't know. But I think it's crazy. I think I would be mad at that man because it says a lot. Then how does he treat his
His wife.
wife?
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't seem like he treats her bad, because I feel like if she wants her daughter to be treated good, I don't think she'll probably accept it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's treating her like bad, but I do think that they have different views
Views.
on like what's okay and like moral views, because that's a moral thing. I think for him
Yeah.
to be judging this little kid and calling him out his name like that for nothing, he hasn't done anything. Like if that kid was hurting his daughter, being mean to his daughter, you know what I mean, doing
Yeah.
something that's harming his daughter, I would understand why he would say that. Like even me, I'd be beefing with little girls.
Yeah.
Like if you're mean to my little sister, I don't care. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything to them, but I will definitely talk bad about them because I'm like, what is wrong with you? So
Yeah.
so like, if he had a reason to react like that, I don't think it would be weird. But the kid has never done anything. He's a sweet little kid, and he's over here calling him out his name like that for nothing, just because he doesn't look
Calling
the way
him
he
a,
would.
a fat pansy.
Yeah, literally only just because he doesn't look the way he wants his, like the man he envisioned for his daughter. That's so wrong.
Yeah, I don't think it was right, but like I definitely don't think she's the asshole for getting mad at him. Um but I think like maybe like I see his point. I think he just like went around it bad. Like I could always be like my daughter could have a perfect nice sweet little man, right? But in my head I'm like if my daughter is a beautiful princess, I think she deserves a prince looking man, like a beautiful handsome man, If she's dating a little ugly man that acts gay, I too would be like,
But he doesn't even act. What is acting gay? Being a nice boy?
no, but I mean, I only said acting gay because he said he's gay, so I'm like, he must be.
I'm generally thinking he thinks he's acting gay because he's
He's
nice.
short?
He's
Oh.
he seems to be like this man with like the macho mentality, like toxic
Yeah.
masculinity mentality. I
Yeah.
guarantee you the only reason he said that this boy's acting gay or is like a little gay boy is because he's not tall, he's obviously not big and buff,
That's true.
and he's a nice kid. And he interacts nicely with other people. He has positive interactions with other people. He's not out here picking fights with other people, arguing, seeming like nonchalant and stuff. He's happy. He has a smile on his face. Men think if you smile, you're gay.
That's true.
You can't even smile as a man. Like,
I mean, he's probably even more straight than he is, because I feel like straight guys that call everything gay, they're gay. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
men that aren't afraid to think people for people to think they're gay are usually straighter than anybody.
I just think what a horrible way to live. Like,
Yeah.
you can't even eat a hot dog in public because you're afraid you're going to be called gay.
Yeah, I don't know.
You have to eat a hot dog in shame in the dark in the comfort of your house. Like, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Like so many things that they literally can't do. They can't even hug their friends because they have to be like pause or like no homo. Like that's weird.
Yeah, and I think, like, I'm seeing some of the comments. I think it does, like, I'll just read it. It says, not only does OP's husband value appearance above character, he values appearance above his own daughter's well being. That's just sick. He'd rather his daughter date some 6-foot macho man who hurts her than a chubby short kid he loves and who loves her back. I wonder when he watches Beauty and the Beast, does he root for Gaston? If my husband said something like this, it'll kill any attraction I have towards him. OP's husband is obviously homophobic. I don't know how she can stay with someone who values toxic masculinity over the safety and happiness of his own child. Such a turnoff. People like OP's husband are so emotional and low IQ. It's a wonder they managed to get married in the first place. I assume it's a road line with a lot of overlooked red flags.
I was gonna say too, like that would make me not want my daughter to go to him for any advice because I feel like he would be giving her the wrong advice. Like I wouldn't feel safe for him to parent her like as you grow up and like you're wondering more about relationships, like what's okay and what's not okay. That's like him being say it's okay for your boyfriend to yell at you. Like things
Yeah.
happen. He's a man. Sometimes he gets angry. He yells at you. It's okay. It's okay if you guys push each other. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a pipeline. If you think that it's okay for if a boyfriend is nice to their girlfriend and smiles at her, that it's gay. Obviously, you're only gonna accept him beating her.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie. If they have to make me choose, your daughter could only date a really, let's say if it's about appearances, right? A really ugly guy, but that treats her like the most beautiful girl, like like a perfect, or a really attractive guy that treats her mid, not even bad, just mid. I will go for the ugly guy that treats her perfect.
I just also don't understand what the attraction of your children's partner has to like the level of
Do with
attractiveness.
you.
It has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, if they're happy, what does it
Like,
matter?
how does it impact you in any way besides you having to look at them?
Yeah.
Like when they come over for dinner. Like I don't understand. It's not your partner. You're not getting into bed with them, as that person
And
said.
the thing is, like, yeah, that was a good one. And the thing also, it's like he's the dad. The dad is supposed to care about how they treat you. He's caring more like about if they're tall, if they're skinny, and like macho ness. But I'm like, so he'd rather a tall man that's like mean to everybody. Like I don't understand that.
Yeah,
I don't think he has nice feelings. I feel bad for the wife.
I feel bad for
That
the
says
wife
a
and the
lot to her.
daughter.
But for the daughter, it's crazy.
Yeah,
Like, that's your daughter. If that's your daughter and you're feeling like this, damn, he might treat the wife crazy.
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
you're right. So, am I the asshole for breaking up with my boyfriend after he skinny dipped in our pool with my sister at home? Hello Reddit, my boyfriend, 31 male, was home with my sister, 19 female, while I was out, and I got home and my sister was locked in the guest room and she told me she had something to tell me. She had been staying over for a couple days. She said that she looked outside her room window and saw my boyfriend swimming naked in our backyard pool, and she saw everything.
Oh.
She said that later she was in the kitchen and he walked in and he wasn't wearing anything, and she could see his junk, and he stopped and said hi and waved, and she was shocked, and he walked by her before going to his room to grab some clothes and then walked naked through the hallway to the shower and had a long shower. She said she was frozen and embarrassed. She then went to her room and locked herself in until I got home. I confronted my boyfriend and he just said that he felt like skinny dipping because it was hot out and that he lives there, so he thought it was fine. It's my house and he's living with me, and I told him he's a effing creep, and he didn't even apologize to my sister when she saw him before, and I broke up with him on the spot and told him to get the F out, and he told me he can apologize now and not to overreact, but I told him we were done. He wouldn't leave immediately, and I screamed at his face that I'll call my sister's boyfriend over and we'll see what he effing does to him when he hears what happened, and he left. I made my sister promise me that next time she feels uncomfortable to tell me or her boyfriend or someone right away. I told his friend, and word spread, and now everyone thinks he's an effing weirdo, and they stopped talking to him, and he blew my phone up, and I just texted him that his actions have consequences. I told my sister's boyfriend, and he threatened my ex, saying he better not effing go near him or my sister, or he'd find out. Am I the asshole?
I don't think he's an asshole.
He's a creep and a weirdo.
Like, for him to wave is crazy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I don't think it was bad if he, like, didn't know, like, she was there.
But she's been staying with them. And he's 31 and she's 19. Just that alone. Even, like...
Yeah, like, but, like, I feel like I would have been able to defend him maybe if he, like, did it, right? But then, like, he would be looking around to put his towel on and not walk around the damn house naked.
I still think it's weird, even if he did it. He knows she's in the house staying with them.
Yeah.
Even if he's looking around, why do you have to do it so bad? Just swim with boxers, like your swim briefs on.
Yeah.
You don't have to swim naked. She's only staying with them for a couple days. You could wait. It's not that serious.
And I wonder if this is like a routine. Does he do this often? Did she say?
She didn't say, but let me see in the comments.
Yeah. But I think, yeah, you're right. Either way, it was weird. I think he's probably trying to lure her or something. I think the wave is what did it for me.
Yeah, he was just naked and
And
waved.
he's like, hey. And I think that was like a power move. Like he was trying to, you know?
He barely even uses the pool. And she's legit never seen him skinny dipping before. And he told me he did it before. I just didn't see, wasn't there, and I don't believe him.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
no, he's a weirdo.
He's a weirdo. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I have to admit,
Mm?
I don't know what happened, but I think it's because I love you so much that, like, and we have sleepovers. It's like you got me so tired.
Really?
Like, or sitting here, like I've been
oh my god.
like you at work when you were like, did I just fall asleep? Or what was it? Did you say that? No, you were like, I'm falling asleep.
Yeah, I was so tired.
We were eating lunch and Chelsea looks at me and she's like,
I had the itis, bro.
bro, yeah, that's what you had. That's what I have right now.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I think he was just a perv.
Yeah, he was a pervert, and I think he was definitely trying to test the waters, like to see if she
Would be down.
for something. Like I definitely think that's what he was trying to do, and he also probably thought she wouldn't tell her sister.
Yeah.
Because just because she's so uncomfortable, like that's a weird conversation to have and stuff. So he thought it was probably like safe to try.
But I think the sister really reacted really good.
Yeah.
I don't think she's the asshole at all. I think she really stood up for her sister and she did what had to be done. And I
Yeah.
like how she broke up with him on the spot.
Yeah, because he was a weirdo.
That's so. What would you do?
What would I do? I would do the same thing. I'd be like, what is actually wrong with you? I might call the police.
Yeah.
Because what's up with you?
Yeah, that's
You don't.
insane.
You have to be like such a raging perv, like raging. He was plotting. He knew his girlfriend wasn't home. He knew her little sister was home. He doesn't even use the pool,
No.
and he's like, "Okay, let me get naked and swim, and then let me walk through the house naked." Not
Wave
even
at
running.
her.
He's over here just like
That's what
walking
I'm
in his
saying.
like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, maybe it would have been like, I would have been like, okay, like, why did you do it? Like, he could have been like, I didn't think she was home. And either way, like, when I did find out, I started running because I was so embarrassed. Like, I don't know. You could have an excuse. But for you to be walking,
Mm-hmm.
no towel on, nothing, hey. Or at least, like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were
No
here.
covering, nothing. He's just over here like and all in his glory. Like what the heck?
Did he say anything?
No, he just said hi.
No, to her, the sister, when she fought him?
When she fought him, like what did he say?
Yeah.
Mm. No.
That's insane.
He said he it was hot out. He lives there, so he thought it was fine.
No.
Yeah.
All right, well, he was crazy.
Even if she wasn't 19, it still would be weird.
It's weird.
Even if her sister was 30, it still would be weird.
Yeah. It's still giving, like, maybe it wouldn't be as weird for, like, him being a perv,
Mm-hmm.
but it would be weird, like, him trying to get with the sister.
Yeah.
You know? Okay. I'll go with my next one. And it's, okay. I don't know what's happening to me. Okay, am I the asshole for demanding to go through my brother-in-law's and his girlfriend's bags if they're staying with us? Background. I have a pretty severe dairy allergy. I break out in hives, struggle to breathe, and I have to carry 2 EpiPens with me everywhere. If I get any dairy in my system, I'll end up in the ER. My in-laws know this and have been extremely accommodating since my fiance and I started dating 5 years ago. When we moved in together 2 years ago, we set strict rules for our home because of my allergy. The big one is that no one is allowed to bring anything that contains dairy into our house ever, no matter what. On to the current story. My brother-in-law started dating his girlfriend a year and a half ago. They came to visit us together for the first time a year ago. My fiance made sure my brother-in-law explained my allergy to his girlfriend and our no dairy rule. 2 days into their stay, she bought dairy products and cooked lunch for herself when we weren't home. That's crazy. I ended up in the ER because of the cross-contamination. She apologized and explained she hadn't understood how serious my allergy was. We managed to put the situation behind us since both my fiance and I currently have and want to have a good relationship with my brother-in-law. The two of them came for a second visit 9 months ago. We had a video call with brother-in-law and his girlfriend before the trip to make sure she understood the severity of my allergy and how serious we are about the no dairy rule. During their second trip, I was taking out the trash and found candy bar wrappers, and an empty milkshake container in the guest room trash, the room she was staying in. Even after she saw how serious my allergy is and how I ended up in the ER, she still brought dairy back into our house. I confronted her. When they got back, she and brother-in-law had a huge fight. Brother-in-law went through her stuff and threw out everything she had with dairy. We kicked out his girlfriend. Brother-in-law stayed for the rest of the planned trip. Brother-in-law and his girlfriend worked out their relationship after the trip and are still together. Since their second trip, brother-in-law has come alone since I don't trust his girlfriend in our house. Well, brother-in-law is planning to a new trip to visit us, and his girlfriend wants to come too. At first, we just said no, we don't trust her. But since we know this is important to brother-in-law, we came up with what we believe is a good compromise. She can come and stay at our place, but we will look through her bags every time she comes back to our place. And if she doesn't accept that, she can stay at a hotel or stay home. Now, am I being called an asshole for treating her like a criminal and that checking her bag? Oh, now I am being called an asshole for treating her like a criminal and that checking her bag is an invasion of privacy. So, am I the asshole for demanding to go through her bag if she is staying at my house? First of all, she's the asshole. Not her, not OP, but she's the asshole. What do you mean you almost killed a lady?
Yeah. No, okay, I'm not gonna lie. She's definitely wrong for cooking. Like, does she have a dairy addiction? Like, she cannot spend like a couple days without eating dairy.
A week without eating
a
dairy?
Milkshake, a chocolate bar. Like, what is this
She's
dairy?
doing it on purpose.
I would say though, if her cooking in her kitchen with dairy products is like wrong,
Crazy,
like insane. She doesn't want dairy, but what is if the lady smells dairy? Does she get in?
That's
what I'm not understanding.
I wasn't understanding that part either, but maybe like
I don't get it. If the girl is not cooking in her kitchen, is just eating a chocolate bar and a milkshake in secret in her
then
room,
that lady can't go outside.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's dairy everywhere. If you're not consuming it, I don't understand. Like, I think there could be a compromise here. Like, obviously, she shouldn't have to compromise. It's her home. She doesn't want dairy in her house. She doesn't have to have dairy in the house. The lady who's being a guest in her house could just eat dairy outside if you want to eat it so bad. But I will say, I think it's not that serious for her to check her bag each time she comes in the house, unless she's like cooking. If the girl's not gonna be cooking in her kitchen anymore with dairy products because she knows what happened last time, the cross-contamination got her sick. I don't think her eating a chocolate bar in bed, unless she can't control herself and she eats a chocolate bar, she's gonna eat it. You know what I mean? It's like if I'm in my home, God forbid, like I have diabetes or something, and I can't eat like a drink, and I can't control myself, and if each time I see a juice in my fridge, I gotta drink.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Unless that's her issue.
I think like I get your point, but I also I don't know. I agree with the OP because I'm like, that's what you call them, OP? Mm-hmm. Okay, I agree with her because it's like, you're in my house. If this is my rule, what the hell is wrong with you? You can't eat dairy for 5 days?
Yeah.
You gotta bring a milkshake? Like, I just think it's disrespectful. She's giving her a place to stay. She talked about how severe it is. Like, sure, I could think in my head, like, this lady is doing too much. But if it's her house, I'm not gonna sneak it in here.
Yeah.
And, like, she did it twice. She cooked in her kitchen. That's super crazy. And then she has the audacity to come back after she killed the woman and bring in a chocolate bar, and a milkshake? Like, I feel like she's doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
I would never. If I go to somebody's house and I think, like, oh my God, I can't sit on their bed. But, like, imagine I'm like, well, no, I'm just going to sit here. It's fine. I'm clean. Like, that's what it's giving,
Yeah. But I think it's different in the sense that, okay, like, her allergy is obviously very serious. She can't breathe. She goes to the hospital. She ends up in the hospital. What I think the girl is not understanding is I'm not understanding it either. What is a chocolate bar that someone else is eating doing to you? Is it the breath? Like, will she break out in high? She said if she consumes any dairy products, what does somebody else consuming dairy products, not touching you, not touching anything in your kitchen, have to do with your allergy?
I feel like, I feel like unfortunately you're giving the girl.
Really?
Like, I don't care.
I mean, I wouldn't do it. I don't agree.
I know,
like,
but like I'm just saying, like, I don't think she has to give the girl an explanation as to why. If this is my rule in my house, that's my rule in my house.
yeah.
If I have a rule, like, and I know this will be a rule, don't bring no cats in my house. I'm not allergic. They'll be like, but why? You're not allergic. I'll leave it in a room. I don't want the cat in my house. That point blank period. And if it'll ever come to this, I'll check everyone's damn bag. I'm not having no cat in my house. Like, I don't know. I think I understand her because I don't agree.
No, like, I obviously agree with her. I don't think she's. I'm hung up on the fact that I don't understand what the chocolate bar and the milkshake did to her. Like, generally. She didn't go to the hospital after she found it. It's not like she walked into the room and she suddenly fell to the ground and had to be rushed to the ER. So obviously, it's not just being in the presence of a dairy product that brings
But
on
nobody
allergy.
nobody in the comments is saying that. Everyone in the comments is saying, someone said, dude, why are you letting her back in? You're just trying to die. Of course you're not the asshole. And then they said, seriously, do hotels not exist? I would never let that woman into my home again. I also wouldn't. I wouldn't either. I get why OP feels the way she does, but if it gets to the point where she feels like she has to frisk girlfriend every time she walks in the front door just to feel safe in her own home, then she needs to stop allowing girlfriend over all the time. That's funny, bro. I'd ask the brother in the Flying Monkeys if they are gonna wait for intentional homicide charges. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I still, even if nobody else says that, I still need to know. What does being in the presence of these dairy products do to you? You go to the grocery store, there's milk in the fridge.
Maybe it's because like she can't touch it, maybe.
So what? It's in the garbage. It's already eaten.
Yeah, but she's cleaning the garbage.
It's a bag. There's no reason for you to touch the chocolate bar. Nothing.
Like, if it falls...
I'm not gonna lie. If the girlfriend only did that, still wrong. She said she doesn't want any dairy products. Someone said they don't want something in their house. Like, don't do it. Like, it's like some people borrow my car sometimes. And literally yesterday, my little sister told me, I hope you know everyone only puts regular gas in your car. And I said, what? And I was so angry because I only put premium gas in my car. And I tell everybody when they take my car, put premium gas in my car.
That's bad.
So they've been mixing gas in my... I'm only putting premium, and then whenever they take my car, they're putting regular. Literally hurting my car.
Who said... Who?
And my sister told me that so regularly, like, I hope you know everyone only puts regular in your car. Okay, then everyone's not driving my car anymore.
I told
they
you
better
to
take
stop.
an Uber, they better walk, they better take the bus, go on public transportation. You're not taking my damn car anymore.
Guys, I'm telling you, she says this all the time, and she don't do nothing. I told her to put that key in her room. Stop letting people take your car. How many times do I gotta tell you? No, I'm gonna take the car. Now it's my turn. No, but that's crazy.
I know.
Chelsea, that's really bad for your car.
I know it's bad for my car. And it was Marley. One of them was Marley.
Oh, Marley.
Yeah.
Not after I sent you that sweet little happy birthday message about your sister. Oh my god.
And she's laughing, LMAO. Like, bro, that's insane. If you're literally cannot afford to put premium gas in my car, or you just because you don't put premium gas in your car.
Why was Marley driving your car?
Because when she comes here, she doesn't bring her car. Sometimes she just flies.
Oh.
Like when she's coming here for a week or something, she doesn't drive here. So she leaves her car back at
And
school.
Marley got money, Marley.
She literally, that's what I'm saying.
Marley.
She's so wrong. She doesn't put, she should be putting premium gas in her car too, but she doesn't. She only puts regular.
Yeah.
And because I actually take care of my car the way it's supposed to be taken care of and put premium
and now
in
it's
it.
your fault.
Like, what? Like, okay, anyways.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry. I just keep trying to find, like...
People agreeing with me?
Yeah, like, what does that do? But nobody says.
I mean, obviously, probably no one thinks it's important. Like, I think the reason that no one thinks it's important is because the fact that OP went to the hospital the first time. If the girl came over the first time and only ate the chocolate bar in her room and drank the milkshake in the room and the OP found it, I feel like people would be like, oh, she's weird for doing that. She should have listened. But what does it do to you? Like, I really want to know. What did she say her allergy is again? Like, she just says that if I ingest it or...
She said, I have a pretty severe dairy allergy. I break out in high struggle to breathe and I have to carry 2 EpiPens with me everywhere if I get any dairy in my system.
In her system. So unless this girlfriend is bringing in the chocolate bar and then forcing it down her throat, but she could secretly eat a chocolate bar in her room. Like, it's wrong because obviously it's the roof of the house, but it's not dangerous to OP in any way unless she's melting chocolate on her pots.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say.
She said either the girlfriend is a creatine or she intended harm the first time too. They said second time was intentional attempt.
What was it? These people are dramatic, bro. How is her secretly eating? I think that she poured the milkshake into her water.
I don't know.
I feel like I'm the only one that's like, what? Obviously, the girlfriend is wrong. She should listen to the rules, the owner of the house, and the rules that they make. But it's not attempted murder.
I think like low key, it's like okay, like I would think you hate me if you already saw me end up in the ER. You can't go days without eating a milkshake.
Yeah.
The milkshake is crazy.
No.
The chocolate bar, okay, but the milkshake that got milk and ice cream in it. That's just a dairy central. I'm like, I just think it's crazy.
Okay, but listen, did she drink the milk? She said the milkshake was a like empty milkshake cup. She didn't drink the milkshake in her. I think it's only I would have been like, what the F, this girl is crazy if she said that there was a cup with leftover milkshake in it.
Yeah.
That's the only time I'll be like, oh no, this girl is crazy. So she ate it, isolated away. Yes, in her home, but isolated. But she wouldn't have even known if she threw it out of the garbage. That's what I'm saying. Nothing would have happened to her. She wouldn't have even known that she ate dairy in her home if the girl had taken it out and brought it with her.
That's true, but then that's just the precaution I would have taken. If I'm in somebody's house and they're like, no dairy, I'm not going to go and be like, I'm going to be sneaky with it. I grew up with parents. Straight parents. I'm a sneaky girl.
She probably just didn't think that she would have came into the room because they were still staying there when she went into the room.
I just think it's like, I think it was just unnecessary. Eat it outside. Like,
I do think it's unnecessary. Like, she obviously has an addiction to dairy. If she can't go, like, how much milkshake did you eat? I feel like, does she even drink milkshakes that much at home for you to come down
if
here?
If she doesn't, it's attempted murder. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
But how is it attempted murder? She said, if I ingest it, this happens to me if it gets into my system. Her drinking it is not getting it into her system, unless they're connected and whatever she drinks, the other girl drinks too.
No, like maybe like if she touches it.
No. And also, is the milkshake all over the can? Is the milkshake inside out?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure, but I just feel like I would be mad at that point.
No, like she's generally okay. I feel like what she's mad about right now is the fact that she had already told her, like, after what happened, she already told her about the dairy thingy. She came to her house, cooked food, and then she ended up in the hospital. I think that's why she's reacting like this now. And when she saw that, I would be the same way. Like, if I come home, I already told you no, and then I come home and I find it, even though it's not affecting me now, I would still crash out about it.
No, because that's crazy.
So I think that's what the issue is. It's not that it's actually affecting her eating it secretly. It's not actually affecting her. It's just that she's like, you already broke the rules once and I ended up in the hospital and now you're just... Yeah. And I think that's why she's like so angry about it. But I really don't think it would have been the same if she just ate chocolate and a milkshake in her room the first time, didn't cook in the kitchen, and she didn't end up in the hospital. I don't think she would react the same.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, she gave her lots of chances. Yeah. Honestly, after the hospital, I wouldn't have let that lady back into my house.
That lady's actually crazy. For the first time, she's insane. What do you mean? I told you I have a severe dairy allergy. You come into my house and then you cook in my kitchen
people with dairy. She's probably like those people that are like, oh, it must not be that serious.
She's actually insane to cook herself lunch.
Yeah, I don't know. That one was crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So, AITAH for telling my best friend her marriage is doomed at her bachelorette party and accidentally getting the wedding canceled. This
Ooh.
weekend,
Oh, I just said, ooh.
this weekend was a disaster. I, 27 female, have been best friends with Amy, 28 female, for years. She has been with this guy Jake for about 3 years, and honestly, he's a walking red flag. He's super controlling, jealous, and always checking her location. Once, he called her 9 times while we were just shopping at Target. Amy keeps defending him, saying he's just protective because he cares so much. Whatever, at her bachelorette party, it was supposed to be a fun girls' night, but Jake kept blowing up her phone. Texts, FaceTimes asking where she was, accusing her of acting single. She kept leaving to call him back, crying and apologizing, while the rest of us sat there awkwardly. After about the 4th time she left the table, I just lost it. When she came back, I said loud enough for the whole table to hear, "You are not marrying a husband. You are signing up for a lifetime of being a babysat by a jealous man-child." Amy started crying and ran out the bar. Half the girls followed her. Later that night, her mom called me drunk, thanking me, because apparently they have all been worried about Jake but did not know how to stop the wedding. Her mom told Amy if she goes through with the wedding, they will not pay for it. Now Amy has blocked Jake, moved off their apartment, and moved back to her parents' house, but she also blocked me for humiliating her. Half her friend group is saying I did the right thing. The other half is calling me jealous and toxic for blowing up her relationship right before the wedding. So,
I don't know.
I think, honestly, I think it's only the humiliation that got her to leave that relationship.
Marriage, yeah.
I was gonna say that she could have done it a different way, but obviously her parents have been telling her over and over again for a long time, and she hasn't been listening. And I could say the friend could just pull her to the side and say, "This is crazy. Like, you shouldn't marry this man." She still would have married him. I think it's literally her getting embarrassed, like humiliated like that made her be like, okay, like I'm gonna leave.
Yeah. I don't think the friend was wrong. I don't think the friend was wrong.
She wasn't wrong at all.
Yeah, like, if my friends did that to me, I feel like I would be like, oh my god, that's embarrassing, but thank you for saving my life.
Yeah.
You know? Like, obviously, metaphorically, because I feel like sometimes people just need that push, or else they're gonna be stuck in there forever.
Yeah.
I do think the girl should talk to her.
Like, I think her blocking her is crazy.
Or maybe she's really mad.
She said she feels really humiliated. But humiliated about what?
That's what I was gonna say.
Like, it's not like she called you a stupid B word. Like, if you're trying to get me out of a bad relationship and you're like, "You stupid bitch, get up," in front of everybody, maybe I'd be like, "Damn, okay, like, you didn't have to say all that." You know what I mean? Like,
you dumb, stupid rat. Like, get up. No.
Like, you know what I mean? But she said all the bad things she said was about the man. It wasn't about her.
Yeah.
She said you're marrying a bad man, like someone who's gonna, like, make you live a bad life. She didn't say nothing about her, so I don't know why she's so humiliated.
Wait, where did she say this at?
At the bachelorette party.
Oh, just with the girls.
Just with the girls.
Oh, she bugging, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
If it was just with the girls, I wouldn't be humiliated, especially if it's girls that it's your bachelorette party.
Yeah.
It's girls that you trust.
But maybe it's because, like, you know, some people, they
portray themselves as like perfect relationship,
or no, they sometimes don't have a lot of friends to put in the bachelorette party, so they just start putting random people, like acquaintances, people that are not even that close to them, because they feel like they have to have like a big
party.
Bridesmaids, like a lot of bridesmaids, so they add extra bridesmaids just to like appear like they have a lot, but they're not actually as close to them. They're probably close to like 3.
Yeah,
and they add like 10.
That makes sense, but still, I'm like, it's just girls. I think the reason, honestly, is that she probably always showed herself in a happy relationship, like, oh, I have the perfect man, blah blah blah. And then when this girl blew up her spot, she was probably like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed because I've been like saying like, or like I've been like, obviously they're getting married, so she must have been like, oh my god, I have the perfect guy.
But the whole night he kept on calling her. She was crying, running back and forth from her, couldn't even enjoy her bachelorette party. That spot was already blown and you blew it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's true.
She didn't blow your spot up. Everybody
Yeah.
knew your husband sucked, your fiance sucked. I'll read a comment.
Okay.
Let's see. So someone says, no good deed goes unpunished. You did the right thing. She was going to be in for a lifetime of misery, but that doesn't mean she's going to like you for it. I'm sorry. Hopefully she'll come around, but don't doubt yourself here. And Naomi said, thank you. It honestly helped hearing that. It sucks losing a friend, but deep down I know I would have hated myself if I stayed quiet. Someone said, Opie, if your friendship with her is true, she'll realize you did the right thing. You were right. She was signing up for years of abuse. Her parents should have been saying this to her. Her other friends should have too. Thank goodness you stepped up. NTA.
Yeah, I don't think she's an asshole either.
Yeah.
I agree with that guy. I just think some things are supposed to be said, and once that girl realizes, she'll probably unblock her.
Yeah. This someone left a really like impactful comment, and they said, I'm gonna come in with a big not the asshole. My sister asked me 5 times the day of her wedding that she was an hour late to if she was making a mistake. I answered yes each and every time she asked, but I told her it was ultimately her decision. I was gentle and kind about it. Gentle and kind did not work. He got physically and emotionally abusive, cheated on her while isolating her from her friends and family, even made her quit working when she was a nuclear engineer. It wasn't until her daughter told her she was scared and didn't see that man's her father that she left. You may have lost a friendship, hopefully temporarily, but most likely saved her life and future.
Yeah.
Honestly, she saved her. I genuinely think if she said it to her nicely, it wouldn't have worked.
No.
She would have stayed. And she got so lucky that she left before they got married. Because once they get married, it's much, much more difficult to leave.
Bro, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
That sister, no, the comment,
The comment?
that she asked every time, am I making a mistake? She said yes every time, and she still went through with it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like, it's scary because I feel like sometimes people just get married because of the pressure. Like, oh, damn, I'm engaged. Oh, maybe I'll do it later.
Or I spent a lot of money already.
Yeah, like
if they realize it's like too late that they don't want to marry this person. Like that's like that fallacy, like was it like time loss fallacy or something?
yeah.
Like that you would stay something because you're like, I already spent so much time here. I've already put so much time into this. Like I can't leave.
That's just scary. I hope
really
we never
scary.
get like that.
Me too.
And if we do, humiliate me.
Yeah.
I want you to humiliate me in front of everybody.
Honestly. Bring me up to a church. Bring me up to something.
Yeah.
Put me on the stand. Like, record
Take
me.
me to church.
Like,
I'll worship him. No, but for real.
Because honestly, like,
that's scary.
it's really scary. And also, obviously, two people, he was already being like that. I guarantee you, like, as soon as they got married and they moved in together, were living together, he would have started being physically abusive.
Yeah.
Like, once they know, like, they have you, like, that's really when it starts.
That's scary. Well, guys, I think that's it, right, for today. We had a few other ones. They were looking juicy, but maybe we'll do it for next week's. Unfortunately, we have places to be, people to see. So it's a little bit of a short one, but we hope you guys enjoyed.
And don't forget to like,
comment,
subscribe, and we'll see you next time on
Two Random Girls. Bye.